Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
This is a special podcast episode. We just watched Barbie like 3 seconds ago.
Not 3 seconds,
Oh my
but
God. A few hours.
yeah, a few hours ago. We just watched it, and now we're just doing the podcast.
Barbie's in the air. Look at our outfits. Look at my shoes.
I never wear pink.
Yeah, I know.
Never.
But now it's acceptable in society to wear pink.
Oh, that's true. I saw a lot of men for the first time wearing pink, and it was very special.
It looks good on them, yeah.
It does look good on them. And have you seen that episode of Friends in Ross says that...
No.
Okay, so he says that he insists that it's not a pink shirt that he has, it's a salmon-colored shirt.
Oh, we love a salmon color.
Yeah, it looks good on you guys. Salmon looks good on you.
So hopefully you also watched it. If not, this was going to be a spoiler-filled episode.
Yes, so
Not
caution.
just Barbie, also Oppenheimer.
Oh, yeah.
Watch those two. Then come to watch our
That's
video.
true. I didn't watch Oppenheimer, so there's no, nothing.
I
here.
betrayed Anna
You
so
betrayed
big.
me. You're a traitor.
I'm sorry.
You betrayed
Actually,
me.
It's so bad because one time I broke up with an ex-boyfriend because of the same reason.
Why?
I went to a movie I was supposed to go with him, I didn't, and then he broke up with me.
Oh,
But
he broke up with you because of
Yeah.
that? That's crazy.
But Anna handled it really well. So
I should. I took it gracefully, but I should break up with you.
I
We're
know.
done with this
That's what I thought.
podcast. Yeah.
So yesterday we went to watch Barbie together at at evening. So we watched it
Yeah.
until 10 p.m. Pretty late.
Exactly. We didn't get the earliest hour, like 3. We got it at 6 because it was crowded.
Full theater. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
There was just 2 or 4 seats left, I think, in the map at least.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
You were just buying
Yeah,
the
like
tickets.
one seat right at the very right side, or like one seat at the very front. Who wants that?
We were just in the beginning, like in the first rows, just watching Barbie. Like
I know. That's how I always watch movies in the first rows. But you're
Really?
right. Sometimes back rows are better because you can see the audience.
Of course,
Really?
yeah. I mean, people always buy those ones, and those are the first ones that just go.
That's
Are
true.
sold out.
I guess, but it's so
I
fun
mean,
to
you're
watch
a movie
close.
student. You should know this stuff
No.
better than me.
It's like when you sit at the front as if the movie's just playing to you, so it's
Oh.
exciting.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
anyway, we watched Barbie. We'll talk about that in a second. But
Yeah.
then I dropped Anna off. Then I went back to the
And
movie
then-
theater and I watched Oppenheimer
Wow.
until to 1:30 a.m. and then I drove home.
Oh
It's bad
my
friends.
God.
But it was
Exactly.
so fun, and we can watch it again.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch it again with you.
She does that a lot. She watches a movie and then goes back and watches it again.
Exactly. So that's why
Yeah.
I think it's okay that I did that. I didn't fully betray you.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
maybe I
accept
did.
it. Accept your
Wow.
apology.
And yesterday at the movie theater, everyone is dressed up.
Oh yeah.
So many people are wearing beautiful dresses, and it's just like this never happens for a movie. Yeah. you know?
Really?
Or maybe like once in 10 years, it's like
Oh,
a Star Wars
wow.
or a Marvel or something.
And you said that it's been a while that the theater was full of people.
I know. I actually posted about this yesterday. It feels like movie theaters are finally coming back. People are excited to go.
Yeah.
People of all ages.
That's
too.
so good. That's
Mhm.
exciting. I told you, it's like a revolution for movies and theaters. It's very cool.
Because the movies are an amazing pastime. They're expensive, right? It's $20 per ticket, but everything else is also expensive. Like going to a theater is $100, or buying a meal is $25. So it's like
True.
you're just giving $20 to a filmmaker.
A cultural kind of thing it is.
Yeah, and with your whole family, everyone's laughing. It's so
Oh
fun.
yeah, in the theater there was this really large family behind us, you know, everybody was there, from kids to, the parents, and even like I think grandparents or something. There were some old people behind us, and they were all wearing pink. So cute.
So cute, so cute.
So-
And like even great movies are coming out still. So
Yes.
you're gonna watch Barbie and Oppenheimer. Then guess what's coming out?
Napoleon.
Napoleon
Oh my
by
God.
Ridley Scott. It's gonna be a big epic like Gladiator. You know that movie?
Oh
So
yes,
famous, yeah.
Actually, I saw some comments, and they said that okay, it's been a while since we have these kind of epic historical movies.
Exactly.
And the last time was The Gladiator.
And imagine it's huge. It's a true story too. So
Yes,
exciting.
of course.
Battles, historical. We'll watch it in the theater.
Yeah.
And there's also another movie coming out.
Willy Wonka.
So fun. Yeah. with Timothy Chalamet and his origin
Yeah.
story. So
He was
magical.
really ridiculed for that. The way he had, so
I don't get it.
quiet down and listen. I don't know, something
Yeah,
like
he
that.
said, and reverse it.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
scratch that and
Oh.
reverse it. Like,
Yeah. That's so cool.
Is it?
Quiet down and
I
scratch
don't
that.
know. It's kind of like cheesy. It's people say that he looks like he's just watching the script or reading from the script.
And
It's
not
not
acting.
natural acting. But I mean, that's kind of the essence of Willy Wonka, the character.
I know. Yeah, he is a crazy person.
Yeah,
So I
that's
think
why.
no, they did a good job. And he's we talked about him already on this podcast. He's kind of
did.
attractive, so it's fine.
Oh, I agree to disagree with. Yeah.
But Ken, speaking of attractive people, Ken is attractive, right?
Okay.
Which Ken do you think I mean?
Okay, so at first, when I saw the trailer and I knew like the cast of Barbie, I was like, "Ah, Ryan is not the choice for Ken. Like, have you seen the Ken doll? He's very different. Like he has different features.
Yeah,
know?
he looks more fat.
More like Zac Efron or something.
Oh.
You know that
Mhm.
kind of quality.
Right.
He's like that mostly. And Ryan Gosling.
He's so serious looking.
Exactly. Like he has these really sharp features for
True.
and Ken is not like that.
Yeah, Ken's round. you're
Round
right.
mostly. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And then it was like I wasn't really sure, and then the hair color was bad. It was
The hair
like
color was really bad.
blonde.
Yeah.
Really blonde, like white blonde.
Mhm.
And then okay, so I wasn't sure about him, but then, boy, was I there for a big shock.
He is
He
such a
was
good
the only
part.
reason that I kept watching.
Oh my god.
No, he
No,
was
that's fair.
so funny. Like I think he was the main character, even more than the Barbie.
That's a really good point. He's the one character who felt so real, and he
Oh,
had
yes.
actual like Barbie also had a problem, but he had a growth, and
Oh,
he
for
changed a
sure.
lot.
Yeah, and he was much more entertaining than
Yeah.
Barbie.
He was
And
interesting.
I didn't see like okay, Barbie did change, but like I saw more range of emotion and human emotion mostly in Ken.
Yeah, you're right. Because Barbie was very, as her name is stereotypical Barbie, so she was
Yeah.
very plain and naive, while this guy was starting to have interesting emotions, of
That's true. Yes.
jealousy.
Oh yeah, that's
Love.
right. Yes, exactly. Even though they tried to like portray more human emotions on the Barbie, I saw more on Ken. To be honest, yeah. I liked him so much. It was very funny. Just for that reason, you have to watch Barbie.
That's a good point.
The first thing is that it's a very funny movie. It's very hilarious. We just laughed.
You laughed a lot at
I
the Will
did.
Ferrell parts. Every time he was on screen, whatever he
is
did.
funny
yeah,
though.
yeah, you're laughing.
But I do have a criticism of him, or like that kind of real world that they portrayed there.
What is it?
So, okay, I thought that when Barbie is going to the real world, it's actually going to be realistic, you know? But the characters were very much animated, and it was like they weren't even real, you know? They acted like Barbie world, or I don't know.
They did, yeah. They were so goofy. Nothing was
Exactly.
serious.
But I thought that Barbie is going to be like Barbie movie is going to be the same as Enchanted movie, and it's going to be like the main character from fantasy world is going to face reality and like its ugly aspects.
Yeah, a little bit of just depression. Even though they did talk about depression, but not as much as they should have.
Yeah, exactly. And when Barbie is in real world, it's kind of disappointing, you know? The characters are still very much like unrealistic.
Yeah, they were there for 3 seconds because the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
movie premise seemed to be Barbie goes to the real world, but they were there in the factory for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Even the president of Mattel was just like a funny, nice guy. He's like, "Go back in the box." Okay, I'll go back in the box. Like seemed very surface level.
It
didn't
did.
go deeper.
It did go very surface level. And yeah, well, she agreed to go in the box, but then suddenly she decided to run away. Like what was the change?
Yeah, what changed? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But Ken was like his storyline was kind of like more realistic or more believable, I feel like.
And it was a story I didn't even see coming because I
Oh,
didn't
yes.
think Ken would be such a big deal in the movie because he's just Ken.
True, He's just Ken. He's Ken of something. At the end, he had a shirt.
Kendom. Oh yeah,
It was-
he's Kenough.
He's kind of. Yeah.
great.
So exactly, I didn't
Mm.
expect it to be like that. So, the trailer very much spoils the first half of the movie because you're watching the movie and you're like, okay, I saw that on trailer. I saw that
Yeah.
on trailer. It's kind of bad.
That's terrible, yeah. Especially big
Exactly.
plot points like the shoes. It's like choose one shoe.
Oh,
That
that's
should not
true.
have been
That's
in the
right.
trailer.
Yeah. And then, but there is like this big spoiler though, at the
Mhm.
second part of what happens. Ken plays a big part.
You can
Should
say
we-
it. Yeah.
So basically, Barbie goes back to the Barbie land, and there she's surprised because Ken has taken over the Barbie land,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a patriarchy
With horses.
with horses.
So good. And oh my god, I was gonna say this. So because I watched Oppenheimer right after,
Mhm.
and it was so serious of a movie,
Yeah.
it felt like Barbie was making fun of movies like Oppenheimer. you know?
Really?
Because Oppenheimer was almost every character was a guy in there. You just look
that's
at the shot, it was just
true.
all guys, and they're so serious. And then cut to Barbie, it's just saying, "Oh yeah, all men all rule the world, and we're just little girls," like and it was like, "Oh,
Yes.
okay, now I like you more because I realized you were trying to give this like kind of message."
Yeah.
But I will say that the movie felt like a show. It felt like a concert, like
That's
that they
true.
put on.
Exactly. There was
Spectacle.
so much music, so many artists.
Mhm.
I saw the list of artists and I was shocked. There was Billie Eilish, actually,
Mhm.
and then there was Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
There
Nicki
is Nicki
Minaj.
Minaj, Ice Spice.
Mhm.
There are so many more.
Yeah, and even they sing themselves in
Sam
the movies.
Smith even.
Wow.
Yeah. There were Ryan Gosling.
Mhm.
There were so many artists. There was like this full page of like 10, 12,
Yeah.
I don't know, about 20 artists or something just singing
Mhm.
songs.
And they did a lot of just put somebody in there for a few seconds
Yeah.
for us to watch. Like Dua Lipa was there for a few seconds.
Oh yeah.
But
Dua
someone
Lipa
will
was there.
always say, "Oh, there was a mermaid, Dua Lipa's mermaid. Let's go watch the movie because of her." You know,
That's right. Yeah. John Cena was
John
there.
Cena was in
As
there.
a mermaid.
Mhm. Like if one of the actors, oh my God, whoa, I just messed up the two movies. But in Oppenheimer, that happens.
Oh,
One of the actors is like a famous director. I'm like, why is the actor?
oh.
I mean, why is the director acting right now?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
But that's unrelated.
So it's like very fun, and if you want something for entertainment, go
Mhm.
there. It's like really colorful, really fun, entertaining, and I said to you before too, like it's one of the movies that is like imprinted on my mind. I don't think I'm going to
Mm.
easily forget about this movie at all.
But also, let's talk about the fact that you haven't been to the theater in 3 years.
But I have watched. Yeah. Okay.
I've been to the theater like 10 times this week. That's so bad.
Oh my god.
So of course it's gonna be imprinted on you. You haven't seen any other movies in theater.
But I have seen movies though.
Mhm.
On
That's
TV.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right. I have to go to theaters more often.
But also you are right. It is a big cultural moment, especially just because we saw how many people dressed up. It was
Yeah.
a big thing. It was not just a movie.
That's true.
It was an
yes.
event. Everyone living their childhood dreams.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yes.
There were so many boyfriends in the movie theater too.
I saw
Just like there was this one
Scans.
Cans. This one guy was sitting beside me with his girlfriend, and
Oh.
every 30 seconds he would be like, "What are they doing?
Oh no.
What's that?" He was just not happy to be there.
Really?
It's like, "What are they doing now? Why are they dancing?"
Oh my god. I think the girlfriends forced them to come.
Yeah, for sure.
Something like that. But they're Ken, you know.
Mhm.
Just Ken. They don't understand.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna say something.
Oh yeah.
Do you have one iconic memory of Barbies when you were young and a friend of you did something really
oh my
unspeakable?
God. Do you have to repeat that every time?
I'm not gonna repeat it every time. What? Do you have any other memories of
With
Barbies
Barbie?
that you really remember?
Oh, I don't know. It was mostly like, okay, playing with the hairs. I know that their hairs were always tangled for me.
Oh,
Like,
true.
yeah, I had
Mhm.
always the blondies. I had the
Mhm.
blonde. And I never had one of those Barbies that had like modern clothes. Mine were always the princesses.
Mm-hmm, true.
They always had princess dresses. And I remember like the sticker for their clothes was like really, I don't know, it wasn't working by the end. Like
The sticker for their clothes?
yeah. You know, the clothes had like this kind of like I don't know what they call it.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like the back of it opens and
Oh,
closes.
yeah.
I see.
It
Velcro.
wouldn't work. Oh yeah, the Velcro. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that wouldn't
see.
work.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I didn't ever have Ken, so that
Me
was
neither.
a bad thing because I really wanted that. But then we had to play like Barbies with each other if you wanted like a love interest or something.
That's true.
So lesbian kind of.
Another thing is there was no love in the Barbie movie. There was just no mention of love. Other than if Ken was like, hey, be my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Why wasn't even the woman, like the mom, remember? The mom has a husband. There was no mention of love or them ever talking to
nothing.
each other.
The guy's just there doing Duolingo.
Learning Duolingo, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
There's
It should have been more real.
You know what I thought, actually? I thought there's going to be like a love interest between that mother and Barbie. Something like that. You saw how intimate they were. Like how close they were.
You think everyone is gay? I just realized. Even Francis Ha, remember? You're like...
Because that's true. Because, don't you think?
I don't think so. Like Barbie and the mom? No.
No, because at first when I saw the trailer, I thought that, you know. But it's because, like, Barbie is actually... Okay, so Barbie is a character that when we usually played them with each other, you know? Even I remember all the plays that we had with children, like, with our friends, that was, like, the case. They didn't have Ken, so we played them with each other. Yeah.
I mean, maybe Barbie is into
So I
girls.
thought that that's going to be kind of like... And it's not something that I only think. I saw a lot of people also say that.
I see.
Because in the trailer, there's, like, this moment that Barbie is there and the mom is like, come in, like, get in the car. And then Barbie has this this moment that is like, oh, you're here for me.
I came for you,
like that. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe it was something like that. Maybe it was just a toy connection.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah, that was the case in the movie.
Mother-daughter
connection.
connection.
I thought that could be also a point that they could work on.
Right.
And then, yeah.
Can I share a memory of Barbie when I was young? So when I was just old enough to go to the store by myself. I could go by myself. So I took all of my savings, everything I had. It wasn't that much, but I took it, went to the store, and I said, excuse me, how much is the Barbie that you have on your display? And the guy was like, why are you alone? Of course, that's what he's thinking. So he wasn't like trying to help me that much. But he said, which Barbie are you talking about? We have the like workout Barbie is $40. We have the I don't know, pool Barbie, beach Barbie is $35. And I'm like, oh, I can't afford any of these. It's crazy. And then we have the disco Barbie is the cheapest if you want. And I was considering it. Shopping Barbie, also fun. And then there was a divorced Barbie.
Oh my god.
The divorced Barbie is $265. And I was like, what the hell? Why is the divorced Barbie $265? It's so expensive. And then he said, divorce Barbie comes with Ken's house, Ken's boat, Ken's furniture, Ken's computer, Ken's friend comes with the kid, and that's why it's so expensive. And that's the one I wanted to buy, but no, I couldn't afford it.
Look at that.
Yeah, so I just got the disco one. It was cheaper. But
the divorced Barbie?
Well, I guess in this world, Ken had everything, but in Barbie Land, Barbies own their own houses. So.
That's true. Wow. Oh my god.
I just thought, why did you steal? No, don't steal Ken's boat. Let him take it after the divorce.
No, she deserves that. Oh wow. That's a job itself, you know. Divorce.
Being a sugar mommy. Wasn't that part of the movie? Baby. Remember? There was a sugar daddy Ken. And there was Alan.
Yeah, and Alan. They were so cool. There were so many Barbies, and there was another one that was pregnant.
Yeah.
Midge
or Bridge.
Something like that, yeah. And they always just discussed that. Like, they had these one-liners about that character, about that Barbie.
I know. Those were funny. I like how it had so much reference to Barbie as
Oh, yeah. It had reference to Godfather.
Oh, that was our favorite part. Yes. And the other one.
Oh, and there was this moment of, oh my god, why is it like this? Why is it so awkward? Okay, so there was this moment of Barbie being depressed, you know? Which is like, okay, what part of the story arc would that be? Do you think like the second plot point after like This the apparent maybe failure.
Apparent defeat is good.
Defeat,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was just before that actually.
Yeah.
It was before she came to.
Before she took over the Barbie land again.
Yeah.
So before she takes Barbie land again from Ken, there's this moment that she's depressed. Barbie's really depressed, and that's like really human.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that moment is kind of like determining.
Well, the sad thing is that they started selling depressed Barbies.
Yes.
So they're like, here's your depression Barbie. It watches.
It
blah,
watches
blah.
Pride and Prejudice BBC version
On repeat, and I was.
and that was so crazy. I was laughing at that part so much because I was watching that version just before coming.
I
there.
know, you told me. That's why I was laughing too, because while we were going to there in my car, you were like, yeah, that's what I've been up to. And I was like,
Watching
oh, cool.
Pride and Prejudice BBC. And they just showed a clip of that part that Mr. Darcy is proposing to Elizabeth. Oh my god, so funny. Colin Firth proposing. And then actually after I went home, I watched Pride and Prejudice again.
Come
the
on.
BBC version.
That's perfect. They knew exactly who to target with
That's true, so true. And then I kind of wondered, am I depressed or something?
Yeah, true.
Maybe I am, yeah. And that was the best part ever. And the depressed Barbie was so cool too. Like
There's just
crying
tears coming
and
down.
the hair really tangled
Yeah, true.
and not really clean or beautiful, yeah.
So I wrote some things down that I like about the movie. Is there
Okay.
anything that stood out to you that you really hated or liked?
What I hated, as I said, like about the presidents of the company or the people in the real world not being that serious or realistic.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact that the real world was really short.
Yeah, true.
You know, the amount of time that they showed us the real world. The real plot actually happens in the Barbie land.
Mm-hmm. And the real world was so interesting. While Ken was just looking around at the woman, the guy is like, "Hey, talk to me later."
That's
to
true.
the woman, like those parts were cool
They
compared
were.
to the Barbie land stuff. Felt really.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I wrote this down here too. It felt really studio-like.
Oh,
It was just as if they were filming it on a stage, you know,
I
instead of
see. Yeah,
real.
that's true. What else do you have?
But some things that I really like, again, we talked about this, was Ken really felt like a real character because we understood his struggle and we wanted him to succeed.
From the first moment, you could understand like what he wanted and what was his desire and his emotions and all that were really apparent.
Exactly.
That was so good.
Just with how he looks and also obviously how
Oh yeah,
the director.
that's true.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then the amazing thing that I think really is a historical impact is that everyone dressed up and the theater was packed. That's a big deal
That's
compared to the last
true.
3 years.
Okay, so they were wearing like Barbie pink, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's clothes were like exactly the same shade of pink. Like there were 2 shades of pink that they were wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was purple though. I kind of like, I wasn't like that.
It was
but
like a Barbie princess.
Yeah, but they either had this kind of pink, really light pink, or a kind of like really magenta color. So that was really cool. And I saw this family behind us, or like these 2 old couples beside me, that they also were wearing that, or were really engaging with the movie, laughing, you know, even though they're like the latest generation or like.
Exactly.
But they were just having fun and enjoying that. That was so cool.
Another thing I noted down here was the lady who ushered us in. Remember, she had pink hair and everything.
Oh, yes.
Every
that's
person who
true.
walked in, she would be like,
Hi,
"Hi, Barbies!" Yeah, to
Welcome,
everyone.
Barbie. Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh yes, of
You did?
course. I don't know if it was like her own kind of decision or she did it voluntarily or they told her, but it was such a good thing that she
Interesting.
did. Everybody should do that. Like every cinema or theater should have
That's
that.
a good point. But you know, it made me feel a little bit self-conscious
Why?
because I was
she
like,
was so beautiful though.
she was really beautiful and
Yeah.
really nice, but it was just that like she's saying hi Barbies as if we'd really dressed up to look like Barbie, which I know we did that,
Yeah.
but it just felt like, don't out me, like I just regularly dress like this. I'm not a Barbie, I'm just here to watch the movie.
Well, you
you know?
missed the point of Barbie. You're not kind
Yeah.
of like You are Barbie, you know, you're a human, you're a woman. That's kind of like.
That's
the
true.
thing.
We're all
So,
Barbie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. So, but it was so good. She had the greatest makeup, and her
I
hair
know.
was pink.
Hmm.
So good, so beautiful.
Let me tell you the next thing that I really liked. So, I really liked that the stereotypical Barbie, she went into the real world for 1 day only,
Oh yeah.
and then everything in her life just turned depressing. You know, as soon as she came back after 1 day, she's just in the ground. Like, this is the lowest I've ever been. I'm ugly. I have no talent.
That's true.
That was a cool idea that they showed, that like
Mhm.
even if Barbie, the most perfect woman, comes into the real world, she will still feel like
That's
she's not enough.
true. Yes, because she was becoming a woman, you know, and
Mhm.
that's kind of like the quality of womanhood.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Mhm.
Yes, I could relate very much. This movie, Barbie movie, is for kids, but I think kids wouldn't get the message that much. I know
Yeah.
I wouldn't if I was younger, you know? It's kind of like you get the message or truly enjoy it when you are a little bit older and have been through those kind of emotions.
That's a good point. I didn't even realize it is made for kids.
Yes.
It's not made for us.
No, no. You didn't get it. It is made for kids. Like, kids can watch it, but it's better for adults.
But adults understand it more, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But still, if a kid watches it at this age, the ideas will just start cooking in their head.
Maybe.
And maybe they'll be smarter when they're older.
Smarter.
Because of
I
it,
doubt
like,
it, but.
Smarter in terms of womanhood.
Maybe.
But
If
yeah.
they play it on repeat or something,
Yeah, I
I
guess.
don't know.
Another thing I really like is that, so 1959 Barbies were made a long time ago. I like that they had the mom be the person who plays with the Barbie
Yes.
instead of the daughter.
Okay, so my mom brought my childhood dolls with her when she came
Shrek.
here. Yeah, Shrek. How do you know? Did I tell you?
Shrek and Fiona. Yeah.
Yeah, and another doll as well.
Mhm.
So it's like really special for me, but it just shows like as much connection that she or like my parents have with those dolls. Or like, okay, there were these books that she would read to me when I was a kid, and they were like these poets and stuff, and they were for kids, okay? So they would read this stuff for me or sing it to me, and now they have more memories with those
True.
than even me, or as much as me, you know?
Exactly.
That's really crazy because it's a big part of their life as well. We don't realize it, but yeah.
That's very deep
It is.
to take it in. That your parents spend time with you doing things you enjoy, but it ends up being a part of their life
That's
just as
true.
much.
Exactly. Yeah.
So good on Greta Gerwig for writing that. That's amazing.
That's right.
There was a few things still though I think that wasn't perfect. So
You didn't
we
like
talked about
the
a few of
first part of the movie when it's like the.
yeah.
Okay, so there's this part that is a direct replica of.
Oh yeah, that part.
Direct replica of that scene of monkeys just.
The scene from 2001.
Evolution about evolution and stuff.
Yeah, with the da 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 da. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the monkeys just trying to, evolve into humans. Or
Yeah,
something,
exactly.
realizing something. I remember watching that in anthropology class. It was very cool. So.
And I remember you turned to me and Barbie and you said, I got goosebumps.
Oh yeah.
And at that
It
point,
was so
I thought you
cool.
didn't know this movie, and I was like, damn, they just copied this movie, and now Anna has goosebumps.
No,
But
no,
you
no,
actually
I
did
know
know it
Yeah,
still.
yeah. I knew it. And that's why, like, the music was so loud and good that you
Yeah.
actually felt it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a revolutionary kind of thing.
True.
And the kid actors were really good.
Was
that-
there kid actor?
Yeah,
Oh, just for the
yeah,
first scene.
Yeah, first scene. She was
Yeah, I
so
guess.
cool. Oh, I loved it.
But
She was just breaking the dolls, the baby dolls.
it was a cool scene, I'll be honest. Yeah, they're breaking the dolls. There's a huge Margot Robbie, like a 50
yeah.
foot. But
the
even
first Barbie.
the first Barbie.
Yeah, the outfit is for the first Barbie, which is actually kind of like imitated by what is it?
I was just gonna say
Marilyn
Margot
Monroe.
Robbie too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe. Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, she was the kind of like the inspiration
Mhm.
for the first Barbie.
Exactly, that hair like that.
Even if you see the original Barbie doll, you know, the eyes, everything looks exactly like
Wow.
Marilyn. Yeah, the features.
And
mostly.
imagine, like, how nice is that to be a woman
Oh yeah.
working in the industry, and then suddenly this beautiful doll is made after you.
Oh yeah.
I feel like she was probably really happy about that.
Lots of things happen in our lives.
That's
that
true,
I think
yeah.
it's hardly surprising. for her.
Yeah, maybe she didn't care at all, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
So yeah, the inventor of Barbie was a woman named Ruth
Ruth Handler.
Handler,
Mhm.
right? Ruth Handler. I didn't know about that until
Me
I saw
neither.
that. So it was a really educational movie, if you think about it. I realized what company made
Yeah.
Barbie, Mattel, and
Yeah, it's like it sells more dolls. This movie, I think, will sell more Barbie dolls.
that's true. Yes, and even there were Barbie dolls in the theater.
Yeah,
too.
they were selling Barbie dolls in the theater.
Yeah. And then, okay, so there was Mattel. I realized I learned about the inventor,
Mhm.
Ruth, a handler.
Patriarchy. You learned about.
I knew about that, but it was fun. I didn't know about the horses and patriarchy
Mhm.
or the role of horses in patriarchy.
Mhm.
That was the funny part. And then, yeah.
Ken came to the real world. He thought that the world was run by horses at first. What made you think that?
But that's true though. Like patriarchy is from the past, or mostly like it's about and in the past, like it was a big part of their life, like, or the men.
To ride horses?
I mean, yeah, everything was run by horses. The post
Oh,
going
I guess.
around, carriage.
That's true. It was the big
Horsemen,
transportation.
you know,
Mm.
everything was
Mhm.
by horses. They were a big part of humans, you know,
Yeah, getting to the
technological
next level.
advancements.
True.
So he got the essential part
Mhm.
of patriarchy, which is horses, basically.
True.
Yeah.
Interesting character.
Yes. So.
But personally, I don't love that they copied 2001 at the beginning.
Really.
It's
Okay.
just a personal opinion of, yeah, sure, it was a good scene at the beginning. It shows you that those dolls are done and now Barbie dolls are in. But it was just a total copy. It was nothing new. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't it get copyrighted?
I wonder, yeah, they probably paid some money as well to
I
recreate it like this.
see.
But I just wonder why, because there's so many new things you could do.
That's true, but that's like a classic kind of reference, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know. It's very classic and it has a message and they were trying to deliver
Mhm.
that in a familiar way. You know?
Yeah. But it's almost like, imagine they make a new TV show and then they hire 4 people who look just like the Friends cast. And then they get an apartment that looks just like the Friends cast. And they're like, oh, we're just
That's true.
doing homage.
That's true, yes.
Mm-hmm. That one I didn't like. And also, I didn't like that first scene of them dressing up, going to have their party, little like breakfast.
Exactly.
Because we already know those things happen. There was nothing interesting about it.
Yeah.
And they were about to do it again to day 2. They were going to show Barbie wake up, go through the day. At least something's
Do you
changed
think it
in that
should
one.
have started with Barbie having problems?
Yeah,
waking
exactly.
Up having problems?
That would have been better.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say always, it should feel like it's too late
Yeah.
when you start a scene, or when you show
Exactly.
a scene. It should feel like it's too late. It's too in the middle of.
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
you know?
You're almost trying to understand what's even going on.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I didn't enjoy that part either. It was too cheesy, just dancing and that. I did enjoy the music and dancing, but yeah, the
Yeah.
high Barbie like that.
Yeah.
one, no, it was too long too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
too long.
Come on, yeah. Like, just imagine the writing of it. It's just, hi Barbie, hi Barbie, hi Barbie. I'm gonna beat you up, beat you up.
Did you
What? I couldn't
Beat
find
you
it.
up.
Yeah.
Can.
Yeah, I know.
What a
Holy shit.
brilliant screenwriter.
Is it? Just not that
Just-
scene. but
Yeah. I wrote the first part, by the way. I thought about it a lot.
Mm.
You know, hi Barbie.
Yeah,
Hi
exactly.
Barbie. Hi
Like,
kid.
hey, I wrote 3 pages. Check it out.
Give me a lot of
Amazing.
money for that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Look how hard I tried. But there were so many funny lines.
Yeah.
it was kind of like too direct and into your face funny, but nevertheless funny, you know.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, it had at least like one laugh every minute, I would say. But I think it could have been even funnier still.
Really? Okay. Yeah,
You know?
it had so many potential, of course. With Ken again trying to.
Yeah.
So Ken was really good, as I said before too, but I can't say it enough. Like he carried the movie, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then that's kind
Him
of
and the other Ken. But I would say out of 10, what would you give Barbie? Be super honest with everything. Because I think the experience of it gets 3 points by itself. Like the fact that it was so huge, everyone wanted to go watch it, gets 3
I
points.
really enjoyed it, and I'm not seeing it from like a movie kind of perspective. Okay, I don't care like what message it had or like how it was. I really, as an audience, really enjoyed it, and I would watch it again. And I was really hooked. And you said it yourself that you were hooked every second of it, and you couldn't like you wouldn't just walk off.
That's
or something.
true.
So I felt the same way, and that in itself I think deserves
Yeah.
a lot.
Because some movies you watch and every minute you're looking at your watch, you just want to get out of
yes.
there. You're like, oh, I could be doing anything better.
Yeah, like it's very engaging. There's so many colors, there's so many things happening, and you just don't want to miss anything. There are funny lines, so you're hooked. You're very much hooked, and that I think it gets a 7 for me.
That's really good. Yeah, I would say 5 for the movie and 3 for the experience, so 8 for me too.
Okay, yeah.
But definitely, yeah, it's rewatchable. And then the thing is, Oppenheimer also I think gets an 8,
Tell me about
8
that.
or 9,
8 or 9. Wow.
or 8.
Okay.
Just because it's also not
Which
perfect.
Which one is better though?
The Oppenheimer
like-
is not perfect either, and
It's like comparing apples and oranges
Yeah.
though. So,
Well,
but try to compare.
if I were
them.
to call both of them a movie, Oppenheimer would be better because Barbie felt more like a spectacle than a movie.
It was like La La Land.
Was Barbie like La La Land? Because I was actually just thinking about La La Land yesterday. I was like, they don't make movies like La La Land anymore.
Oh yeah.
It had the music, it had the drama. It was
That's
so
true.
moved me. But the thing with Oppenheimer was that such a personal character that you were hooked on as well, and you want to see them succeed. So that's a big plus.
I see.
For Christopher Nolan, he's always not failed at this, but he's not very good at this. Like his last movie, Tenet, the main character didn't even have a name. He was just a nameless soldier. The whole movie, no one knew what was going on. Everyone hated it.
Wow.
But he's an amazing director still. So this time he made a movie about just one character. And really, it actually really amazingly showed how he feels. Like sometimes there was just one shot between, you could tell the camera was on somebody's shoulder. The camera was on somebody's shoulder and you could see a lecture taking place in this old building. And it felt like you are in university, in 1950. And it really showed how he was thinking. Like I keep saying this to you, I'm not.
How did they portray the thought process of him?
So, for example, between what they were cutting in and out of where he's going every day, it was as if you were a day in the life of him. Like you could see how he's talking to people, and then suddenly he would be in his bed, and the music is swelling, and there's sound effects, and then it cuts to like this one shot of an atom opening, or for example, the stars, and it cuts back to his face, and then you can really feel him like having different thoughts by this cut back and forth. And then the next day. So there was this little like 15-minute sequence that was perfect. I can't wait to watch it again. And it was towards the beginning, which is good.
Okay, that's good. And you said there are so many music, exactly.
There was too much music. Every single second. Imagine.
What kind of music though?
So we're sitting here, now you talk, I'll do the background music.
Okay, so hey everyone. Yeah, she's talking about Oppenheimer. She betrayed me. Going to the movies. Like, watching that alone.
Boom, 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 boom.
Whoa. What's going on?
Like every
Really?
second there's just music in
wow.
if somebody's talking, walking, anything, and it's too dramatic. I didn't like that part.
So you say it's like a trend nowadays in movies?
Yeah, and I don't like it. Same with Spider-Man. So the night before we watched Barbie, I went to watch Spider-Man for the first time. And again, like brilliant movie, and also it's all animated. So
Yes.
they did all, but it was too colorful. It would cut from this image to this, and then merge into this.
Oh, no.
Cut to a face. Music's playing in the background, jumping through buildings. Like there's just too much information coming at you. And I think it's because of TikTok and Instagram growing that we just want to scroll.
Because of the attention span of people.
So they're just doing these really fast stuff. Like even while I was watching Oppenheimer and I was kind of sleepy, I had the urge to check my phone, like go through Instagram just for a second to like wake up. And it's like, what? You're watching a movie. Like put your phone away. That's crazy. So, but I really hate this trend, yeah. Because remember, for example, Butch Cassidy, that movie? It just shows a shot of two people going on horseback for like 3 minutes.
Have music for that? I don't think they
Barely.
Yes, very little.
And I'm not saying that this one is right or Barbie is right, but like every movie coming out now is just extra as hell. And like, it's just take a breath.
Which ones do you think are good? Like they have moderate music or
better balance?
Like? Yeah.
What movie in the theater recently that I watched? Like, not Mission Impossible, not any of the horror movies. That's hard to say, yeah. It's a good point. Because they make a lot of Netflix movies that are good, like this. I'm trying to think. Like, The Fabelmans was a movie that came out a few months ago. It's made by a director about his life growing up. And it's actually about the first movies he made. And it's like a 2.5-hour movie. Even though that one is also very heavy in music, it does take moments of just silence.
Oh, wow.
You know, but that's because it's made by Steven Spielberg. He's like one of the best directors to ever be born. And he's the richest director of all time.
Really?
Good point. He's a billionaire. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, most movies I've seen in the theater recently have been just crazy.
I do like music. It's very good, but too many music, yeah, you're right. It's just...
If it's every second, what the hell?
Like, what's going to happen?
You almost, like, you don't even think... now I sound like the kid who's like... Do you ever... Do you
ever have a dream
Because you just don't think that they'll do it. You're like, why wouldn't they quiet the music? I'm sure at some point they will. And then cut to 20 minutes later, it's still playing.
Yes.
And you're just baffled.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Even the Ken song was too long, I felt like. It was good when I watched it on YouTube, but then it was just going long and long. It was just going on, So it was too long, I felt like.
But, and the thing this makes me realize is that it's possible. People are coming to the theater, they're ready for an amazing movie. It just has to be made. And not that amazing movies are not being made, but like there's a potential here for doing something even better, even more personal, even more life-changing.
You know what I realize, and what kind of makes me sad, is that everything nowadays that comes out, any movie or series, whatever, they're just kind of like reference of the classic things. You know, there's nothing new. Okay, with Barbie, it's the same, like Barbie is from 1959 or something like that. And then there is Wonka movie that is coming out.
I know, yeah.
It's been there already, no? Done that, seen that. And then there is the other one, like, okay, Napoleon.
Even Napoleon.
Yes, these are like, or Oppenheimer, these are just stories that happened before. Like, there's nothing original, I think.
Yeah, so many movies are like, even there's other movies that the plot we've already seen, they're just casting a new kind of characters. Like, for example, this is a heist movie, but it's all Persian, people. Yeah. It's all Asians.
That's true.
Okay, well, is that new? No, just do a whole new thing.
Exactly, yes. I don't get that. Yeah.
And another thing, so when we talked about how much Barbie cost, you said $1 billion. You thought it cost $1 billion, which is, if a movie ever costs $1 billion, just don't make it.
Okay, just the marketing tours itself, I thought would be so much, you know?
Because each person needs a plane, outfit, ticket.
Designer clothes. They're going there, like, have you seen the red carpets?
Yeah, true.
And they toured the whole world, you know? Just the Seoul one in Korea was so beautiful.
That's true.
Australia, there was in Los Angeles. There was so many in America. There was one in Toronto, I think.
Yeah.
Only. Just two Kens coming? What? Come on. What's going on? And then, I think Europe, everywhere. They were all over the place.
The videos are everywhere. Yeah, exactly. It cost a lot. But even still, I just think it cost too much, right? Like,
Yeah.
how much did it cost to make it? Because marketing, I understand. You have to spend it. But I feel like they spent at least 70 million making it.
Oh, yeah.
And it just makes me think it wasn't that.
All the actors are really famous
That's
and
also true.
expensive.
Mhm.
And then the dream houses, they were just built like that
Yeah.
was a real thing. It wasn't CGI or anything.
Mhm.
Because they wanted them to feel like they were actually in Barbie Land.
But the fact that they built the dream houses, I don't think they used them enough to
That's right.
show that.
Yes, exactly. They should have like maybe showed more in the rooms
I know.
or something. I don't know.
It felt like they could have just done it for much cheaper and faker, and it would have been
That's
the same.
true. Yes, exactly. And did you notice that when they were drinking, there was nothing in their cup?
Exactly. That's cool.
Yeah, that was so cool. There were so many things, and basically, like at the end, Barbie just wants to be a woman. She doesn't want to be a Barbie anymore.
The last scene was also confusing because it just showed like a brown-haired woman. Who was that?
Brown hair.
Remember, Barbie is having a dream
Okay.
at the in the room alone, and then she just sees a brown-haired woman grow up, be an old person. Do you remember like a
No.
dream sequence? I was just confused. Maybe
Oh.
I'm imagining it, but
There was this part that Barbie had this moment with the inventor,
yeah.
Ruth Handler, and that was really cool.
Hmm.
I like that dialogue a lot.
Yeah, I
with
love that. But also, it was in the trailer. Why would they put it in
No,
the
it
trailer?
wasn't.
It was like humans only have one ending. Ideas live forever. Remember?
Oh, just a sound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I like the voiceover they had for the movie at first.
You did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool. I mean, it was like, okay, there was this part that they would say, the director note or something.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Barbie would say, I feel really ugly, and
Exactly.
I'm really ugly, and then the voiceover would say that, the voiceover would say, if you want to make this point, you shouldn't hire Margot Robbie.
Yeah, did you like that?
I did.
Okay,
It was
okay.
cool. It was funny.
For me, it was just like, why did you put this note in? If you didn't want Margot Robbie, you should have hired somebody else then. You can't now say, you can't eat your cake and then also
That's true.
give it to other people. Like, you
But
can
it
only
was
do one.
funny though. It was so good.
Mhm.
I think it was last minute or something, probably.
Maybe, yeah.
Just put it in. But
Mhm.
Greta is very funny. Okay, so many people thought that this movie would be something like Lady Bird or
Mhm.
other movies of Greta.
Yeah.
A little darker, as you said too,
Yeah.
I think. But I saw a lot more people say that they expected it to be more like Lady Bird,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't.
Yeah, it was
Um,
very. All the characters were just.
was very
Their face was
childish.
real. What it was, yeah.
Mm.
Nobody
That's-
was hiding what they're thinking.
That's true, yes. And that's kind of like, okay, that's the quality of Barbie, saying whatever they think or they're honest, but it's kind of like the opposite of what they say for writing dialogues
That's true.
in movies.
Mhm.
It's like, it shouldn't be too in your face, it shouldn't be too direct, because people don't think like that.
Exactly.
And especially since you want to make the point that Barbie becomes human, so humans do conceal a lot of things. You
Mhm.
know, they don't show their real thoughts and emotions.
Yeah.
So I think they should have like kind of gone with that at the end, maybe something.
Mhm.
And they kind of did when Barbie was trying to like Barbies were trying to deceive the Kens, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. They did one thing.
That was so good.
But then the next scene was really cheesy where they're in the Congress room and they're like, all Barbies in favor.
Oh yeah, like what?
Yeah. It was just felt kind of cheesy.
That's
overall.
true. Yeah.
Mhm. But I really like the part, for example, where Barbie is dressed as a cowboy. She comes to the high school table and she's like, I'm really pretty and everyone usually likes me. Don't worry about it. And you're like, okay, that's probably how she feels. Yeah, she just thinks anyone she could be like, hello, I do what I want. And for the first time she sees no.
Yeah, that's true. And then she was so disappointed and crying for the
Yeah.
first time there.
True.
I remember when I had a Barbie, it was like the ultimate kind of like woman, you know, the most beautiful woman, and kind of girls aspire to be like that when they grow up. They had their mothers and all that, that they were like, they would, I think, compare Barbie to that, and they were like, okay, I'm not gonna be like my mom. I'm gonna be like Barbie, you know?
Exactly.
I think that was kind of what happened. At least something I unconsciously like thought or felt like.
Yeah, I feel like Barbie has been one of my role models.
Yes.
Because she's just pretty and smart.
Yeah.
Best combination.
But the thing is, when I was a kid, like at that time, or maybe it's because where I was living, like in Iran, all these Barbies wouldn't come there, you know. There was just the princess ones or like the very standard, stereotypical ones. So there wasn't any of those Barbies that had job and all that.
Oh, I see.
I didn't even know these kind of Barbies existed until I came here, but I was 16. That's crazy. But yeah, so very true, because I thought we didn't have that kind of thing, like Dr. Barbie or, I don't know, singer or whatever.
Right.
President Barbie. No, we didn't have that. So a lot of things that maybe others in Western countries or something would have felt about Barbie, or like maybe would have been a lot of girls that would have been motivated to be whatever they like to be. That wasn't the case for me, at least, or my friends in Iran.
But it's still a cool lady.
Yeah.
And look how much we look like Barbie.
Do we? I don't know.
It's just long hair and thin body. And then you look like Barbie.
And just, pink shirts.
Yeah, come on. We didn't appreciate the outfits enough today.
No.
Show me.
Are you going to be able to see it? What
This
about
is gonna
those
be the
on
thumbnail.
podcast?
Oh, they won't know. Well, I'm wearing a pink and white and green. Very Barbie with the heels.
It is very good.
And Anna's wearing a candy color.
Okay, so Maral bought so many Barbie shoes. So many Barbie shoes.
Literally
Even
4.
last minute. 4 Barbie shoes.
For this movie.
Just for that. And she bought one only for this movie. Like, it was one of those shoes that you can't wear anywhere.
Exactly. Me and you were like, yeah, at least we'll wear it at the screening.
Oh my god. And then she comes there. Guess with what?
I had to wear the sneakers.
White sneakers.
If you came to my room, you would see I tried all the shoes. It
What
just
happened?
didn't work with my outfit, and I was feeling self-conscious. And my brother walked in as I was changing, and he was like, "You look like a monster. I can't believe you're wearing this."
Oh, you should not listen to these guys. Ugh.
Yeah, but it's okay. Now I'm gonna start wearing it every day now.
Yeah.
And it will be worth it.
That's true, yeah.
We'll let you guys go. This episode is coming in early. It's a special Barbie review. So 8 out of 10 for me. Barbenheimer is a huge event. I love it.
Yes. Go watch it. I should watch Oppenheimer. And
Yes.
I will tell my
I want to
story
watch
or
with you.
review.
Yeah, maybe we'll watch together.
Okay, yeah. That would be good.
If you want to watch, I'll come watch with you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're crazy. You watch every movie twice or
Yeah,
3 times.
I don't even check my bank account anymore. I just go buy tickets.
Yeah, this month has been really bad for your bank account.
But now we're getting a job, so it'll be fun.
Okay, yeah, that's true. So, thank you so much for watching.
Keep commenting. Tell us
Go watch Barbie.
what you think about everything. Yeah, go watch Barbie.
Go watch Barbie. It's good. I recommend it.
And check out the TikTok Plot Pals, Instagram Plot Pals.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Barbie. Yeah, have a good day.
Bye, Barbie.